Hi, it's Charity of Healthy Living Coach, healthylivingcoachusa.com. I'm coming to you from my car, and I'm recording this and I wanted to share it because I'm feeling led to share this as quickly as possible, which usually means someone needs to hear this. And for the persons who need to hear this, it'll resonate, and let's do this. So, it's Friday, and I have to say, I am truly exhaling as I commute home and feeling, thank God it's Friday, because this work week, specifically for work matters, was especially challenging for me in so many ways. And I actually experienced this week that my usual self care routine, specifically for the work environment, wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Now, what does my usual routine look like? I usually use positive affirmations as I enter my office space. I I have a special calendar of affirmations that I use, and I say out loud because there is power in the spoken word. We need to hear, right? We need to hear those powerful words. We need to feed our mind, our spirit, and our soul, right? So I actually read out loud. I take it all in and I set myself to have a successful day, right? I also use aromatherapy, my go to. So, aromatherapy, I in my office space have candle burner. And what I do is I use the melted candles. Okay, that's my comfort zone. Melted candles. I don't have to think about a flame in the office space. I don't have to worry that I may become busy and rush out of the office and wonder, "Oops, did I blow out the candle?" With melted candles, you don't have to worry about that. You just place it in the burner. I have a burner with the timers, so it will automatically, turn off after several hours, right? So, and this usually works for me. Now, this week was so challenging that by Wednesday, oh, the knots along my shoulders and just feeling, the added stress. I found that I needed to go to meditation. Yeah, I had to go inward. And so what I did Wednesday was I took, the 10 minutes and yeah, right in my office, I put up my little sign saying, out to lunch. And I sat in my chair and I made the room, darker. I turned out the light and sat in the chair. And of course, I emptied my mind as much as possible and relaxed, the muscles starting from my head. I relaxed the muscles and pretty much groups of muscles and did that process until I arrived at my feet and just wiggled my feet, wiggled my ankles, and pretty much just relaxed, my body as I emptied my mind just for those few minutes. And it helped tremendously. Okay, helped tremendously. So that was Wednesday. And of course, I felt the need to return to that going inward meditative space on Thursday. So here's the thing, even though I did the meditation on Thursday, I have to say that it helped, but I still felt like, oh, okay, this is helping. But yes, still by say the end of Thursday, I still felt like, oh, wow, I'm really having a stressful week, right? So by Friday, I just felt the need for more. Like I said, um, my tools were working, but I still just really felt it the knots, in my shoulders. And we all know when we're stressed, right? So I felt just that, okay, I am really stressed. Like, whoa, what a week I'm having. So I found it necessary to reach into my toolbox again. So this time I brought out a trusted, and tried goodie music. I needed music. in my workspace. Yeah. So I went to my Spotify. I use Spotify, and I have, of course, my playlist, my favorites, and I just, looked at my recent and just scrolled through, checked out a few of my, my trusted and tried, and landed upon one of my favorites. I enjoy upbeat jazz music. So for Friday, I found that it worked. It felt and sounded, what I needed. So that was my go-to today. And of course, I'm in a workspace sharing a common wall with my colleagues. So I had to keep the volume, of course, at a respectable, professional, um, level, right? Decibel. So just soft music I placed, in my personal office. The door was closed, of course. And that's what I did. And oh my goodness, it was a significant difference. I heard the jazz music and it worked. My shoulders, I felt the knots in my shoulders like just immediately within maybe 30 seconds into, the first, song. I was like, whoa, that's what I needed. I felt my shoulders relax. I felt the knots, loosen. I felt the difference. I just felt it in my body. I felt it in my spirit. So, yeah, this certified health coach, this person, yeah, speaking to you, needed to go back to the toolbox this week. And yes, I wanted to share that. So, if you perhaps are someone who are searching for, a practice specifically for the work environment because you're feeling so stressed, at work, and you need something or some things that aren't labor intensive or require like so much thought processes, um, consider these, right? Consider what I've shared with you. All right, so this is Charity of Healthy Living Coach, healthylivingcoachusa.com, and I hope that this was helpful. I hope it resonates with you. And if at the time you're listening to this, perhaps it's the beginning of your week or the mid, part of your week, yeah, I hope what I've shared helps you. Okay. So until next time, this is Charity.